Totally. Okay. On your back. Legs can be straight, legs can be bent. What works for you? Oh, arms to your side. Again, think about opening the collarbone. So what's the difference between palms down and palms up? And notice at your shoulder blades, shoulders, if you can feel that difference. Sorry, bringing the microphone closer. And then just take a few deep, full breaths in and let it out. Don't worry about it being long. Just make it full. And then allow your breath to become effortless. Whatever's natural, whatever is comfortable. And then gently beginning to lengthen out your exhale. Notice how the body responds as you lengthen out your exhale. And then I want you to add a very gentle hum to your exhale. Hum. Hum. So keep going with the exhale and hum. Excuse me. And as you're doing this exhale and hum, again, notice what you feel. How does the pitch of your hum feel? What happens if you take that pitch a little bit lower? What happens if you take it higher? Give yourself to be permission to be a little curious here on this hum. It should automatically start to lengthen your breath out, or at least make you more aware of what your true breath is. And then allow me the inhale. It just is whatever it needs to be. It's natural, it's comfortable. And notice where you feel the vibrations from the hum. Is it comfortable there? And knowing that you can actually channel that vibration to elsewhere. So most people, it's either going to be in the throat or in the chest, but you can direct it so it goes down toward a hip, a foot, your neck, whatever you need. So just a couple more here with the hum. And again, just being curious. So I will cue that you're going to add the hum today, but I'm not necessarily going to do it with you because I will be talking, cueing. And then slowly allowing your breath to become effortless and quiet. And then bringing your knees into your chest, hands over the tops of the knees so fingers point toward your toes. Again, go back to the awareness of the breath. Just feel as you're here in this position. Inhale. There is a quality of expansion, so the knees may push away just a little bit, and that's fine. Feel the ribcage expand. Exhale, feel yourself going back into a smaller ball. And then add the hum on exhale. And then with the next inhale, I want you to begin to expand the knees away from the shoulders so the arms go straight. Back of the neck lengthens, and exhale, gently hum the knees back in toward your chest. So the hip flexors get to relax here. You're focusing on feeling the spine do the work, the abdominals do the work. Inhale, you're expanding away. And exhale, you're slowly drawing those knees back in as you hum. One more. And now I want you to think about lengthening out that exhale even a little bit more. So taking more time with that nice small movement. See what you feel. So one more of these. And then slowly releasing your feet back down to the ground, arms to your sides. Check in. Notice what's changed. Notice how the low back might feel a little different. And then when you're ready, on the next inhale, slowly float the arms up and overhead toward the ground behind you. As you exhale, slowly hum the arms back down by your side. Again, just allowing that hum, that exhale to be whatever length it needs to be right now. Two more times here. Inhale, the arms go up and over. Think about long through the neck and shoulders stay relaxed. Exhale, release down with that hum. One more time like this. Inhale, slowly float up and over. And exhale, hum. So now we're going to add that spine movement. So on inhale, the arms go up and overhead again. As you exhale, the arms stay there. Slowly lengthen through your low back and roll your hips up. Stay long through the low back. Think about opening up through the heart. Inhale, stay. And then exhale, hum everything back down to the mat, back to where you started. Trying to finish the arm and the hip movements at the same time. And then inhale, arms go up and overhead. As you exhale, hum those hips and roll them up into bridge. Again, think about reaching the knees over the toes, long through the low back, open the heart. Staying for your inhale, and then exhale and slowly humming everything back down to where you started. We got one more time like this. Inhale, just the arms. As you exhale, hum up into bridge. Slowly articulate the spine, shoulder blades open. Stay there for inhale, expand the rib cage, and then exhale, hum everything back down. Finishing everything at the same time. And check in. Again, notice how you feel. Notice what's going on, what's changing. And then please roll over onto your abs. Arms in goal pose position. So thumbs are somewhere around chin height. You can rotate your head to the side. You can do forehead to the ground. Whatever works better for you. Legs are out long. Abs are engaged. Pubic bone down. Glutes are gently firing. So again, take a breath. Just get used to this position. Notice how it feels. And again, notice on inhale, you start to get that little bit of an extension and a lift just by the way the body works. Exhale, you slowly release yourself down. And then with the next inhale, slowly pushing the breastbone forward, long through the low back, long through the back of the neck. Watch your chin neck. Make sure the chin stays slightly tucked. As you exhale, slowly release down. Again, inhale, shoulder blades pull back and in. Push the breastbone forward. As you exhale down, let's do one more like this. Inhale, breastbone goes forward. Again, only lifting as high as you're comfortable. And this time we're gonna go up and stay for 3 breaths. So inhale, push the breastbone forward, lift up, check in with your neck. As you exhale, allow yourself to ride the breath. So you're lowering down just a little bit. And then inhale, think about lengthening the spine, push the breastbone forward a little bit more. Pull back some with the arms. Exhale, that gentle ride down a little bit. Inhale, lift up. One more exhale, a little bit down. Inhale, push that breastbone forward. And then exhale and slowly release yourself all the way down. and check in for a moment. See how you feel. Make sure there's no discomfort in your low back. And then please press to all fours. So coming into Chakravakasana. So inhale, the breastbone pushes forward just like we did. As you exhale, you're beginning to pull the tailbone toward the wall behind you. And again, being curious here, where does your spine want to round? And gently allowing the elbows to go down your forehead. Finally, your hips sink back. Inhale, extend the spine, lift the chest, and pull yourself back. So 2 more like this, and then we'll add hum and lengthen out the exhale. Excuse me, and being curious and seeing, again, where does your body want to start that round? What happens if you keep your spine straighter? So last one like this. Just getting used to that motion, see how it's feeling today. And now I want you to exhale back and lengthen out your exhale. So hum. And again, as you're humming, what do you feel? Reach that tailbone long, so you're rounding the spine on the way down. You're extending the spine, lifting the chest, press the hands into the ground, pulling up in extension. Again, hum your way back. So we have 3 of these with the humming total. At the end of this one, go ahead and stay back in child's pose. Arms can go wherever's most comfortable for you. And check in for a few breaths. Feel free to rock your hips gently side to side. Let those femurs rotate in those hip sockets. And notice how that connects to the low back. And then slowly, please bring yourself up to kneeling and then to standing. So once you get standing, check in for a moment. See how you feel. Notice what's changed. Feet are hip distance apart. I want you to feel like your arches are lifting. Hold the kneecaps up. Engage the glute. Engage the core. Take a nice deep full inhale, and as you exhale, gently lift your heels just a little bit, just enough that you wake up the whole body. Woo. And notice if your feet roll. So go ahead and release down, adjust your feet if you need to. So your goal here is to keep that big toe on the ground. So exhale, some days are more challenging than others. Stay for inhale, exhale down. All right, one more like this, and then we'll add the arms. So exhale, lift. Big toes stays weighted. And then exhale and release. Adding in. So it's an exhale, lift the heels. Inhale, arms to the horizon. As you exhale, bend the elbows, pull the arms back and behind. Inhale, lift the arms all the way up. See if you can lift your heels a little bit higher. And then as you exhale, slowly release everything down. Heels, arms, finishing at the same time. Take a free breath. And then again, exhale, lift the heels. Inhale, arms to the horizon. Exhale, bend the elbows, pull the shoulder blades back and in, open up your chest. Inhale, arms up, lift the heels a little higher if you're able. And then exhale and slowly release yourself down. One more time through, just that. So when you're ready, exhale, lift the heels. Inhale, halfway with the arms. Exhale, arm pull. Inhale, slowly reach all the way up to the sky. And then exhale, slowly float everything down, finishing at the same time. So noticing what you feel, how everything's doing, and then please take those legs wide. As wide as you're comfortable, arms go to the horizon to start. So we're gonna start with a little bit of a side bend, side lunge. So as you exhale, you're gonna bend into the right leg, the left hand comes down into front, other arm reaches toward the ceiling as far as you're comfortable, and then inhale, bring yourself back up. Exhale, other side. So bend the left knee, right hand goes down. And again, you can use that hand when it touches the ground to give yourself a little bit more stability and you can get farther into that twist. Back up on inhale. Exhale, add the hum down. Hum. Inhale, bring yourself back up. Exhale, add the hum. Inhale, back up. Now I want you to add the hum and lengthen out that exhale. So slowly dropping in. Think about sit the hips back, bend the knee. Inhale, slowly float yourself up. Last time, exhale, down. Inhale, float up. Check in, see how you feel. And then please take your fireplace toes, turn toward the fireplace, and make sure as you do your practice bend, knee and toe are going the same direction and hips stay square to the front. So coming into a warrior two, there you go. So arms go all the way up to the ceiling this time. So it's an inhale. As you exhale, dropping into warrior two. As you inhale, slowly float yourself back up. Think about lifting the ribs away from the hips. Exhale, drop into warrior two. Inhale, float up. Last time, exhale, drop into warrior two. And I want you to stay here. So inhale, reach long with the spine, long with the arms. Exhale, hum, and can you sink a little bit deeper? Try to keep the spine upright, hips are level. Exhale, hum, and sink a little deeper. One more time. And then inhale all the way back up to center. Exhale, slowly release down, toes forward. Check in. Notice right to left, see how you feel. And then we're going to turn the other toes out to the side. Again, hips stay square to the front and make sure the knee and toe are going the same direction as you're doing this. Again, hips stay level, spine stays perpendicular. On inhale, float the arms all the way up. As you exhale, slowly dropping into warrior two. And again, think about the spine being straight. Inhale, slowly lift back to the start. Exhale, long through the low back. Slowly drop in. Inhale, float back up. Last one here. Exhale, drop in. So now I want you to add the hum on the exhale and lengthen it out. So on the inhale, you lift up a little bit. Think about reaching long. Exhale, hum, and drop in. Take your time. Feel breath. Relax the neck and shoulders. And then slowly inhale and bring yourself all the way up. Exhale, arms to your sides. Toes forward. Walk them in a little bit. And notice how you feel. Please step to the top of your mat. Just a little bit of counter posing here. So with those knees slightly bent, inhale, arms to the ceiling. As you exhale, slowly reaching the spine long, hum yourself down into forward fold. And again, let the spine do the work here. Keep those knees a little bit bent so you can feel that the spine instead of the hamstrings. As you inhale, slowly extend the spine, lift the chest, reach yourself forward and come all the way back up. Again, exhale, straight down into that forward fold again, humming as you go. Inhale, slowly extend forward, lift up. We got one more. Exhale, go down. And this time staying down for those 3 breaths. So again, inhale, gentle ride of the breath. Bend the knees, straighten the spine gently. As you exhale, you're reversing it. Straightening the legs gently, deepening the curve in your spine. Again, adding that hum, keeping it going. When your 3 breaths are done, slowly inhale, expand, extend, and lift all the way back up. Arms come down by your sides. Check in. How does it feel? All right, left foot forward, right leg goes back. Walking distance apart, keep your hips square to the front. And hands go across the abs. So really focus on keeping that back heel into the ground, pull the kneecap up, engage the glutes. So coming into a warrior 1 variation. So as you inhale, push the breastbone forward, shoulder blades squeeze, arms open, full body lean from that back heel. Exhale, press back. So don't worry about humming for this one. Inhale, slowly open up, drop this hip forward and down. So that's where the glute comes in. Exhale, press back. Again, inhale, slowly open up, push the breastbone forward, long through the low back. And this time we're going to go in and we're going to stay for 3 breaths, but I want you to keep moving the upper bodies. The lower body's staying. As you exhale, round the spine a little bit, bring those arms forward gently. Inhale, push the breastbone forward, open up the arms. Exhale, rounding a little bit through that upper body. Feel that back heel firmly into the ground. Feel it opening through the front hip. Last one. And then on exhale, press yourself back to where you started. Check in, see how you feel. And then shifting your weight onto that left foot. So the right leg stays toed in. Woo. Looking sideways, always entertaining. Okay, core is engaged. On your left foot, think about bringing that arch up. Maybe not quite that much. Pull your kneecap to the hip. Get both glutes to engage, the core to engage. So long and lift it. You're up out of that pelvic bowl. From here, exhale. Use your glute to lift the right leg off the ground. Again, if you need to keep the toe down, you're welcome to. Otherwise, lifting. Arms are forward. Now I want you to lean forward just a little bit from the ankle. Okay. Core stays engaged long. So arms serve your balance. I'll let you decide what do you want to do with them. As you exhale, keep your knee in place. Your hip stays engaged. Bring your heel towards your hip. Inhale, slowly straighten it back out. So keep that knee back, long through the low back. So you can go into a little imprint, a lengthening of that low back. And again, that's going to open up through the front hip a little bit more. We got one more. And this time, go ahead and bring that heel in. Either the act of reaching for it or actually reach for that leg. Holding onto the ankle as opposed to the foot. And find your balance. So the left arm can reach forward. Again, you need it elsewhere for balance. Stay there. So we're just going to stay here and work with this today. So I'm going to drop my arm so you keep going. So I want you to keep the knee behind the other one. So that back leg, the right knee goes behind the left. So again, you're opening up through the front here. And you're really working on the depth of getting into the glutes and protecting the low back. So there's this opposition between the glutes and the abs that we're really trying to enhance. And then slowly release down, shake it out. See how you feel. All right, and then we're going to step the left foot back, right leg forward. Feet are walking distance apart, heels point mostly backwards. Hands low across the abs, and again, you're securely pressing that back heel into the mat. As you inhale, slowly push the breastbone forward. As you exhale, slowly bring yourself back. Again, bend that front knee, drop the hips, back heel stays solidly into the ground. We got one more. Again, open up. See what you feel. This time going in, staying for 3 breaths. The lower body stays still. The upper body continues to move. So as you exhale, allowing the spine to round a little bit, the arms come forward. Inhale, continue to open up the chest. Stay long through the low back. So again, no discomfort here. Really being mindful. So you're starting to get the opening through the hip that we're going to get when we go to the balance. Last one. And then slowly press yourself out. Check in for a moment. And then you're going to shift your weight onto the right foot toe in with that left. And again, think about the setup on this right leg. So your arch is engaging, lifting up, the big toes down, kneecap pulls up, glutes and core are engaged on both sides. All right, so from here, again, arms serve your balance. As you exhale, lift the leg. So again, if you need to put the toe down, you're welcome to. Find the level that works for you. So keeping this knee, the left knee behind the right one, long through that low back. On the next exhale, I want you to slowly bend your left knee. Inhale and straighten it back out. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale and straighten it out. One more. Again, find that focal point. Stay focused on it. This time, reaching the left hand back to reach for that foot. It may work, it may want to not. That right hand can go forward. Where do you need for balance? And again, working on exhale. Can you pull that knee back just a little bit more? So keep going here. And again, working on opening up through the front of the hip. So you're really trying to feel what's going on here. Maybe more quad and maybe more hip flexors. Long through the low back, no discomfort. As always, pay attention, lengthen out the breath. And then slowly release yourself down. Check in, see how you feel. And then hands sliding down your legs, knees bent, slowly bring yourself down into forward fold. So hands can go wherever's comfortable for you. You can grab on the elbows, they can be on the ground, around the ankles, and just ride your breath. So inhale, small lift, small up spine, small bend of the knees. Exhale, go deeper. Again, that was some pretty strong extension work. Make sure that low back is good before we go on. The last three, go ahead and add your hum back in. See if you can lengthen out the breath a little bit more. And then please bring yourself to all fours. So we're going to do 2 pigeons today. We're going to do our dynamic pigeon that we've been working with, and then we'll do the static pigeon. I don't think we've ever done them in the same class. All right, so left leg goes back. Keep everything else square. Bring that leg up. As you exhale, that left leg crosses over the right, and then you're reaching it behind on that diagonal and sitting down. And then inhale, slowly bring yourself back up to all fours with that left leg extended. Again, exhale, slowly sitting back with that leg going on a diagonal. Inhale, bring yourself back up. One more time. Bring yourself back up. So this time we're going to go in and we're going to stay for 3 breaths. So adding the hum as you exhale back. You can reposition the arms a little bit as you need to. Adjust the hips as you need. So it's different than traditional pigeon because we get into it differently. So you may find yourself in something unusual. So 3 long breaths here with the hum on exhale. And think about allowing that hip to relax. And when your 3 are done, slowly bring yourself back up to all fours. Check in, see how you feel. And then we'll do the other side. So the right leg extends back. Make sure you're square. Lift the leg up. And as you exhale, taking that leg across the body, and you're driving back on that diagonal gently. Sit back into that hip. And then inhale, slowly bring yourself back to the square, all fours with the leg lifted. Again, exhale, slowly sit yourself back. Take your time to explore on the way back. Where do you go? Where do you need to go? Last one with movement. Hello, Alistair. And then bring yourself back up. All right, this time going back with that exhale and hum. And we're going to stay. So repositioning the arms if you need to, figuring out where do your legs need to go, your hips need to go, do you need to roll, do you need to stay on top? And again, just being a little curious here. How does this side differ from the other side? Aside from I now have a cat to pet. Again, think about allowing yourself to relax. And when those 3 long breaths are done, slowly pull yourself back to all fours, back to kneeling, and check in. What do you do? Alistair. All right, coming into Vajrasana, counter pose. So inhale, arms up, exhale, slowly rounding the spine down first, and then sitting back into child's pose. Inhale, slowly extend the spine, lift the chest all the way up, breastbone toward the ceiling. So give me a little more extension at the top, watching the back of the neck, keeping it long. Exhale into forward fold. Inhale, bringing yourself all the way back up. One more time, and then you get to have a choice. Do you want to keep moving for the next 3 breaths, or do you want to stay in that child's pose? Entirely up to you. What would work better for you? Everyone's body's a little different. And again, if you're in that stay, you can also rock the hips side to side. I just got head bonked. Fine. All right, everybody stay down on this last one. And again, check in, just get everybody on the same page. And then please bring yourself to all fours. So coming into pigeon the other way. So bring your right knee forward, cross the heel in front of the other hip, and then slide back. Ooh, see on this one, I need to add hip. There we go. All right, so we are going to let you decide, what do you want to do? You want to stay up in extension, or do you want to come down into forward fold? So you have 6 breaths in whichever position you choose. You may add the hum if you would like. And really think about relaxing your hip. And again, notice how this one feels different. We got into it differently. For me, it's totally a different feel than the other way. Just being curious. What do you notice? What do you feel? What happens if you add a little rock side to side? Again, you're getting that femur to rotate in that pelvis and release the low back. When your 6 breaths are done, slowly inhale back to all fours. Check in and see how you feel. What's changed? All right, and then bringing that left knee forward, across the heel in front of the other hip, and again, sitting back. And how does this side compare to the other way we did it and to your other side doing it this way? So 6 breaths. Do you want to stay up in extension? Do you want to stay in forward fold? Add the hum if you choose. And when your 6 breaths are done, slowly bringing yourself back to all fours. Check in. How do you feel? Alistair says you all did a good job in getting to rub his belly. All right, so from here, just a little bit of cat. Meow. So go ahead and exhale from the tailbone, roll your spine, equal curve in the whole spine. So soften that upper back a little bit, but let your head drop down. Take an inhale, get your rib cage to expand, and then as you exhale, starting from the tailbone, pull yourself back to a straighter spine, whatever is natural and comfortable for you. Again, exhale from the tailbone. Use the abdominals, pull the pubic bone up, round the low back, soft through the upper back, drop your head, and then slowly release yourself back. One more time. And then please come around onto your back, knees into your chest. And again, rock around the low back just because it feels good. All right, arms go out to T. So we're going to work our supine twist going in one direction. So I'm not going to cue right or left, it's just whichever way you choose to go this time, and then the other time, the next time. So take an inhale wherever you are. As you exhale, slowly let your legs fall to whichever side you're going to. On inhale, I want you to slowly bring those knees back to center. Exhale, legs gently fall to the same side. So think about relaxing through the shoulder. That shoulder can come up if it wants to. You can make it a small range of motion if you want to. Inhale, pull back up. One more time. Exhale. This time we're going to go into the twist and we're going to stay. From here, on inhale, straighten your top leg, reaching it toward your hand. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, or reach that top leg toward your hand. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, one more time, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend. This time, inhale, straighten, and you're going to keep it straight. And then from here, on the next exhale, slowly lift that leg up only as far as you're comfortable. Inhale, slowly release it back down. So you're just going up toward the ceiling. Exhale, lift. So think about you're pulling from those glutes, from the side of that hip. One more time. This time, take that leg all the way up to the ceiling. Hips stay off the ground. Slowly bring the bottom leg in, and you're on your back. Check in, see how you feel. Okay. I'm going to flip the other way so I don't run into the reformer. All right, going the other direction. So we got 3 times. Exhale into the twist. Inhale, float yourself back to center. Exhale into the twist. Take your time, lengthen that breath out. Inhale, bring it back up. One more time. Exhale. This time we're staying. As you inhale, take the top leg, straighten it out, reach it toward the same side hand. Exhale and bend the knee. Again, inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee. One more. This time, inhale, the leg goes straight, keeping it straight. Exhale, lift it a little bit toward the ceiling. Inhale, slowly float it back down with control. Exhale, lift it toward the ceiling. Inhale, slowly lower it down. One more time. All right, so keeping your pelvis in the position it's in. On the next exhale, lift that leg all the way up to the ceiling, and then close that bottom leg, and now your hips get to come level on the ground, knees into chest. Check in, see how you feel. And then please bring yourself to sitting. Legs out in front, Dandasana. So bend the knees as much as you need to. Feel free to sit up on something if you need to. Long spine. Check in. Again, make it so your hip flexors are comfortable. All right, take an inhale. Hum your exhale. Take an inhale, feel the rib cage expand, feel the spine grow long. Hum your exhale. One more. And this time as you hum the exhale, starting from the top of the head, slowly round yourself forward. So thinking about creating length as you go down into that forward fold. Stay down there, inhale, lift up just a little with the spine. And then as you exhale, see if you can pull your ribs away from your hips and create space. Again, inhale, lifting, humming if you're able. On the exhale, release down with that hum. Back of the neck stays long and relaxed. Again, exhale, hum. One more inhale. And this time I want you to reach for the feet. So hands go over the toes. So if that means you need to bend your knees to do that, you're welcome to. So again, what's comfortable for you here? So inhale, you're pulling back on the toes. As you exhale, push the balls of the feet away. Get a little gas pedal motion in there. Let your head drop between the arms. Inhale, slowly lifting back up partway. Balls of the feet coming towards you. Exhale, you slowly press away. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, slowly press away. So you hopefully feel a little bit more through your lats, down to your pelvis. We're getting some other stuff stretched out. And then I want you to stay for 3 breaths. You can do whatever position you choose in this forward fold. You can let go of the hands. You can keep them there. Your choice. So deepen that breath. Lengthen it out. And whenever you're done with those 3, slowly bring yourself all the way back up. Check in for a few breaths. See how everything feels. And then please bend your right knee. Cross the right leg over if your hips can stay level. And then if you'd like, you can also cross or bend that bottom leg under. So coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana. All right, so think about tall spine here. So hands are kind of linked together. Pull up on that leg. That gives you leverage to get length through your spine. All right, so take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're beginning to rotate your ribs toward that leg. So whatever leg is crossed, that's the one you're rotating toward. Use the ribs to do this instead of the arms. The arms are giving you the lift to grow long, but use the abdominals to create that rotation. So exhale deeper in. Inhale, you can back out a little bit. Let the breath move you. Exhale, hum and go deeper. And notice where this knee is pulling. Try to get it toward the ceiling. We have one more breath. Nice and long. Take it deep. And then slowly inhale back to center. Undo the legs. Back out in front. Notice how you feel. All right, then you're bending the left leg. Cross that left leg over. And again, as long as your hips can stay level, you can tuck that knee in. I can already tell that leg does not want to do that. So I'm just going to stay here. Again, hands are low on your left leg to start. Pull up and in. Create length in your spine. Create that leverage. So take an inhale. Think about relaxing through the hip. I'm saying that as my own hip starts to clench. As you exhale, use the obliques to turn the rib cage toward the leg. Inhale, you back off a little bit. Exhale, hum if you'd like. Go deeper into that rotation. Feel the breath. Take you out of the twist. Go deeper into the twist. And then slowly on inhale, come back to where you started. Legs out in front. Check in, see how you feel. Hands on the ground. On the next exhale, release yourself down into that forward fold again. Just see if that made a difference on how you round down. Stay down for a breath or two. And again, just noticing, not using this really as an asana, but more as a check-in, what feels different. And then slowly bringing yourself all the way up. And then exhale, slowly bringing yourself onto your back. Knees into your chest and coming into happy baby. So holding onto the arches, arms are in between the legs. And again, doing this the Viniyoga way. So as you inhale, the heels press toward the ceiling. As you exhale, try to bring the knees towards your armpits, shoulder blades draw in. Inhale, you're allowing the heels to lift, the shoulder blades pull apart. Exhale, as you pull the knees down, your low back should ground a little bit more. And again, holding on wherever is appropriate. You need to hold on to your shins, you're welcome to. Last breath. And then slowly bring those feet down, flat on the ground, arms to your sides. Checking in. So we started here, so notice how everything's feeling right now. Notice what's changed with how you lie on the mat. Notice how the breath feels. And then with your next inhale, slowly float the arms up and overhead toward the ground behind you. As you exhale, slowly hum those hips up into bridge. Again, using this as a check-in. What did we do to the spine with the practice that we just did? Stay there for inhale, and then as you exhale, slowly bringing everything back down. Again, allowing hips and hands to finish at the same time. Inhale, the arms sweep. Exhale, slowly rounding the spine as you lift yourself up into bridge. Think about reaching those knees over the toes, long through the low back, open from the heart, and on the next exhale, everything comes back down. One more time. Inhale, arms go up and overhead. Exhale, slowly articulating that spine, bringing yourself up. And then on the next exhale, everything comes back down. Check in again, see how everything's doing. We haven't done this one a lot. So walk the feet in just a little bit towards your hips. So coming into sacral shakes, this is Feldenkrais. So with your feet, you are gently pushing so you get a whole body jostle that's going up toward the head. Push. So you're trying to get the sacrum to rock without controlling it. The only thing that's really controlled here is the push from the feet. So it's quick, 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 push, push, push. So you're waking up your parasympathetic nerves that chill and repose and pause. Notice what you feel. Notice what's changed. And then one more time. Push, push, push with those feet. Sacral shake. And pause. Again, notice what's changed. And then begin to check in with your body. Is there anything else that you need to do before we go into Shavasana so that you are ready to fully release, relax, and let go? You are welcome to do whatever that is. Or if you're ready, bringing yourself into whatever position allows you to release, to fully relax, to let yourself be in the moment. Knowing you can adjust your body position anytime you would like. Allowing the eyes to close. Allow your breath to be effortless. And allowing your mind to still. We're going to work a little bit with the mind here. So just become aware of the breath to start. And then we're adding a count to your breath. So inhale is 1. Exhale is 2. Inhale 3. Exhale 4. So we're taking this all the way to 10. Same pattern. Inhale 5. Exhale 6. Just a gentle count in your mind. Feel the breath expand and contract. When you get to 10, go back to 1 and start over. If you find your mind wandering, gently bring yourself back without any judgment. Either start over, or if you know where you left off, resume from there. Just training the mind to be still, to quiet the chitta vritti, that mind chatter. It takes practice. So just working on that for a moment or two here today. And again, when you get to 10 again, go back to 1. Continue counting to 10 in time with your breath. And then allowing your mind to be free. Put a pause on counting. If your mind wants to think, let it think. If it wants to be free, let it be free. Continuing to notice the breath. Notice its rhythm. Maybe even notice how it changes breath to breath. Each inhale may be similar, but there's always subtle differences at least. And then slowly beginning to deepen your inhale. Lengthen your exhale. Gently wiggle fingers. Wiggle toes. Gently rock your head side to side. And over the next few breaths, feel free to stretch your limbs about. Move about as you need and end up on whichever side is most comfortable for you. And then allowing your head to be the last thing to come up. Slowly press yourself to whatever seated position is most comfortable for you. Again, checking in. How does the body compare to when we started? How does the breath compare? How does the mind compare? And then slowly bringing hands to Anjali Mudra. I honor you for sharing your practice with me today. Om Shanti. Namaste.